Hello, blessings, guys. Happy Friday. Hello, 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 blessings. Blessings to all of my beautiful witchy babies. And maybe you're not a witch, maybe you're a client. Somebody had asked me on one of my invocation videos, they said, they apparently was very interested. They said, does it matter if I'm a Christian? No, it doesn't. You can be a Christian and you are welcome at my company and you will be treated well. All right, so I was gonna have some music going. What is this? Okay. I was gonna have like a little bit of music in the background, but I decided that this beautiful song that is coming from the outside is good enough for me. I wanted to come and show y'all the magic in the mirror. Very powerful ward that you can set up in your home that has a very specific purpose. Yes. So let's talk about it. All right, I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to get in here. By the way, guys, to help the algorithm of this channel, if you could please hit that thumbs up, and then you can also share this video if you like. If you guys want powerful, authentic magic tips, classes, or spiritual work, conjurings, summonings of your angels, spirits, demons, ancestors, you guys can contact me. Okay. All right. So this working right here pretty much changes the game for a lot. And it works for any and all enemies. Okay. And let's say that you're a person that, oh, you're so unfortunate. Laugh at it all, okay? Like Tupac said. Let's say you're unfortunate enough to have a bunch of people throwing the evil eye at you, ill wishes, bad energy, curses, hexes, jinxes, ill will, bad spirits, devious stares in your direction. And let's say that you have more than one. Let's say maybe you got somebody bullying you. Maybe you got, especially a lot of you witches that might have, the church, aka males that are throwing bad energy at you. Guess what? And they always talking, chanting, even if they chanting, even if they singing, they can be singing, chanting, talking, speaking it, lighting a candle. I don't care what they doing. I don't care if they lighting a candle. I don't care if they meeting somebody at the damn crossroads. I don't care if they put a voodoo doll of you on the goddamn railroad tracks at 12 a.m., 12 minutes past 12 a.m. on a full moon, on a new moon. This working is going to help you out tremendously. Now, obviously, you want to do this work pretty much after you have done other stuff to make sure that you've covered yourself. See, that's what this is all about. It's all about insurance. It's all about assurance. It's all about covering yourself. This one little tiny mirror doesn't have to be a big mirror. Doesn't have to be all fancy schmancy like this. This mirror, you can see that I had did some work with a tea light, actually. And that's okay, because that kind of gave me a marker, because the other side is the side that is reflecting any and all ill will back to any and all enemies that are sending it. And that ill will can be, I don't know, it can be as little as trying to, possibly make you sick, possibly trying to mess up your money, make you lose your job, make you lose your house, any of that, all of it. This is a very powerful, you can either do this as a return to sender, award, or it's protection. And pretty much what this mirror does, obviously, and I did upload a video. I am a petition writer. I'm a writer. Okay. I like to set my intent by writing it down. And it's very powerful to do that because, as you can see, this petition is large enough to where all of this is working together. Okay. The black candle, the red candle, and the mirror. And then we also have some quartz crystals that is going to project it out there. Now, I have a couple of these black tourmalines that are sitting in the windowsill. You know, I also have a little tiny piece of this, which is selenite. But selenite, you can use it to clear your crystals, but you know, and it's, you know, I'm going to just move that out of the way eventually because it's kind of, selenite is really for cleansing, and that's not what we're doing. We're not cleansing, we're warding, and we're sending back, and we're projecting it. See, the thing of it is that when it comes to ill wishes that people are sending to you, and if they don't have a life, good grief, good God, if they don't have a life and they got time, and you ain't got time, you ain't got time for the mess. All you need is a table. It don't have to be an expensive table. You need a petition. You need to make sure that the petition is very thorough. This petition is written front and back, okay? And I would recommend red and black. Red represents your will, your power, your strength, and it also strengthens any intent. And then black is for banishing. Black is for getting rid of. Black is also very reflectory. If you look closely, the way that energy or either images will reflect. So black is a reflection. Okay, there's actually a reflection in black. That's why black is always used to send things back, to ward, or to banish. Okay, hello, 1EQL. But you can use white for that purpose. Let's say that you can't find any black candles and you've got something going on that is time sensitive. If you only had white candles, if you only had a brown candle, if you only had a green candle, you can use that. But these are the best colors. And pretty much you just put the mirror to reflect just outside of any window in your home, any window at all. You just need a table. It doesn't have to be an expensive table. Okay. You can leave your lamps on your table. You guys see that I got that right there. So this is basically a ward. It's throwing stuff back continuously and constantly. Anybody that thinks, speaks, says, affirms any ill will, bad wishes, evil eye, all of it will, like, immediately, okay, befall upon that person that is doing that. And it doesn't matter how many people it is. It can be 1,000 people. It can be 1,000,000 people. It can be 2 million people. It can be a 10 million hater march. It doesn't matter. It's going back to all of them. And it doesn't matter which direction it's pointing in, but this is my east right here that it's pointing in, which is good. It's actually very good that this is pointing towards the east, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what direction it's coming from. For example, let's say somebody is to the west of you, or let's say somebody is to the south of you. Let's say your enemy is to the east of you, or the north, or the northeast, or the southeast. It don't matter. Doesn't matter. And, you know, like I said, these spell kits, especially if you guys have a long-term problem where you got people that are just like, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You know, I can actually enchant the mirror for you and send it to you, okay? And here's the thing of it is, okay? Here's one of the reasons why I don't mind sharing this information and why I don't mind doing this work and sending it to you guys with, like, month or two supplies of charged candles, is because magic is powerful. Okay, we don't start practicing magic to become weak. Magic within itself is very powerful. Witchcraft is very powerful. So let's say, for example, let's say the person just don't stop, or let's say that they've put something disgustingly horrible about you in social media. Okay, now if you're dealing with somebody that has the gift of gab, or the gift to create illusions and to be deceptive around your reputation, there are other workings that I do recommend. But, let's say anything, you do that other work, but you do this to set this trap. It's not even really a trap. But here's the thing about it, okay? Once you do this, this is like the end of the race. Okay? You don't try not to say anything, because what your enemy can do, I can do the same thing. Not really. Because guess what your enemy is doing? Your enemy is constantly talking about you. They cray-cray. They constantly trying to send stuff to you, because they may have bad energy they don't know how to transmute. Or they may have a curse on them that they don't know how to transmute. Or they might just be an asshole. And they may be angry for some petty reason. And you know how people are when they petty. Okay? So you yourself, you ain't got time. You don't have time, right? At this point, you don't have no time to deal with it. They got time. They don't have no life. They ain't got nothing else better to do. So let's say your enemy was across the street from you and they had a mirror set up to do the same thing to you. Specifically, to do the same thing to you. Basically, what's going to happen is that because they are creating that energy, it's going to befall onto them. If you're not creating that energy on a daily basis like they are, and if you are creating other energies, if you're doing something else, you're like the 9 of Wands. You're washing your hands of it. Right? You're like, I ain't gonna do this. First of all, this is beneath me. And I ain't got time. So you're like the 9 of Wands. I would recommend either taking a cleansing shower or bath once you've done this. Okay, because all you got time to do is manifest. Okay, now another thing that you can do, and I'm not going to take you guys downstairs, but if general bad energy is being thrown at your house, period, like folk just throwing shit at your house, almost like a little child egging somebody's house, a teenager, take either a mirror and stick it to the front windows of your house, or some aluminum foil. You don't have to cover the windows with tin foil. You don't have to cover the whole window. Just take a couple of, like, you see my that's what my windows look like. You take just like just take the foil, face it the reflectory side outward, and all that stuff will reflect back to them. But this is a more specific and more powerful ward, to where what they wish on you is going to reflect in their life only, not you. You know, you're in it. Some of your enemies, they want to see you fail. They are jealous. You're not wishing necessarily the same. You don't care. You're not wishing the same things on them that they're wishing on you. You have a life, don't you? You don't care about what they got. You don't care about, whether or not they got money. Who cares? In fact, I don't care if my enemies have money. You have all the money that you want in the world. You ain't touching me. This is one of the most powerful wards that you can do, okay? Now, a lot of people are probably wondering, well, it's reflecting on the other side. The only thing that is reflecting is my words that are written, my intent. My intent is what matters. It is your will over others, period. Okay? All right, guys, I hope that y'all enjoyed this. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe to the Witch's Broom channel. Also, for your conjurings, I would suggest your summonings to go along with this for protection, for manifestation. You guys can contact me. The link to my website is below in the video description box. You can also contact me for consultations, readings, by either visiting the website or Cashapping me at $ Jamila Briscoe. All right? I hope y'all have a wonderful Friday. And I will see y'all later. Blessed be.